Okay, thank you everybody for joining. This is a fun little webinar that we host every Friday. And what we're doing today is we're talking about wireless presentation. So we're talking about not just wireless presentation technology, we might touch on that a little bit, but specifically wireless video conferencing cameras and wireless speakerphones, which just simplify installation. HuddleCamHD is a leader in that market. And we're also doing a live stream. So the live stream's fun. It's a great technology, absolutely exploding with YouTube Live, Facebook now doing live streaming. So we've got a lot of really fun technology to talk about. Just got back from NAB. So let's get into the presentation. So just got back from the NAB show in Las Vegas, and I can't tell you how many of our partners, distributors, customers joined that webinar, so thank you all for joining, or came to the show in Las Vegas. And the funniest thing was a lot of you guys out there came in and said, hey, can you do this, can you do that? And some of you guys even said, hey, I can create a product for you. And that surprised me. So integrators from all over the world came up. One of them has a PoE solution that he thinks he can figure out for our cameras over Cat 5. Someone's working on a fiber USB 3.0 extender. So it was really funny to see how many integrators actually came up to us with their own product ideas that they want to partner with us. So that was awesome. And we're the kind of company that really enjoys that kind of stuff. So here we are, halfway in between NAB and Infocom. Well, not halfway. NAB is over. Infocom's coming up in a couple months. Wanted to mention we have free Infocom tickets for anyone who wants to come to Infocom. We can get you full passes. And of course, we want to invite you to the happy hours and events that we're hosting at Infocom if you can make it. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of this webinar. I'm monitoring the chat if anybody has any questions specifically. These webinars are about 20 minutes, so we're going to jump right into it. So I'm not sure if everyone knows this, but the HuddleCam Air is really the world's first and still the world's only wireless USB video conferencing camera. So we came out with this about a year and a half ago, and the original price was $35.99. We've sold so many, we've been able to create efficiencies in the manufacturing process to reduce the price to $2,999. And basically the way it works is there's a camera and a receiver. Now both products do require power. We haven't invented wireless power yet, but the wireless camera can be at the front of a boardroom, outside maybe at a graduation ceremony. It's really a very flexible solution where you might not be able to run cabling in between point A and point B. You might save a lot of money not having to run conduit and extension cabling. And although the camera is around $3,000, it's definitely not our most affordable camera by any means. It does solve a lot of problems for our customers, and they really like it. So I'm just going to briefly talk about it and show a little wiring diagram to show where this product kind of really fits in the market and what it does for our customers in general. So here's the wiring diagram large. As you can see, the HuddleCam Air can be connected to the network if you'd like to control it. So you can control pan, tilt, zoom over the network. You can live stream over the network, and you can actually tweak the settings over the network. So that can be wireless as well. If you have a Wi-Fi connection to your network, you could just log into the camera completely wirelessly, tweak the settings, pan, tilt, and zoom all wirelessly over your network. And then of course we've got that direct. It's basically a discrete 5 gigahertz network between the camera and the wireless receiver that will go up to 85 feet over to that USB 3.0 receiver that outputs 1080p video uncompressed over USB 3.0. So that's really one of our flagship products, and it's just a completely wireless USB conferencing camera. Now the other product that we just released that's also wireless is the HuddlePod Air. And the HuddlePod Air is a wireless 2.4 gigahertz connection between a USB speakerphone and a USB receiver. So this is actually, I'm actually using it now. Let's see here, I've got it here. It's just a really nice little product for conference spaces, because as everyone knows, Bluetooth is extremely low quality. This is a huge step up from Bluetooth because it's a 2.4 gigahertz connection. It's got full 256 echo cancellation. It's got a really loud output. So we've been really happy with this product. Easy mute, easy turn off and on, and then it's just a wireless receiver to your dedicated PC across the room up to 35 feet away. So that product has been great for us. A lot of our customers have been asking about it, and here's just a really brief kind of way we could put this together. Obviously, maybe like a HuddleCam 3X, which is $399, HuddlePod Air, which is $299, and together for like $600, you've got a really nice little web conferencing system. Now, what a lot of our customers were asking for is saying, that's great, but we need a way to also wirelessly get to like an amplifier or speakers. So what we did is we came up with we used the same technology, and we're able to put a wireless, basically it's called the Big Audio, but it's basically a wireless way to get to an amplifier up to 35 feet away. So let's say you've got a computer, and you've got a lot of classrooms, for example, have amplifiers that are already in this room providing ceiling speakers, audio to the ceiling speakers. Now you don't have to run any additional cabling over to the amplifier. You can just put this box here, and I'll show it a little larger here. And it's got an audio output, so it's got a 1/4-inch audio output, which can be also, we include cabling for dual RCA, so it's very standard stuff. So you can take the audio output from your Skype call, your GoToMeeting, your WebEx, whatever you're doing, any audio coming out of your computer will literally wirelessly go out of this box here and connect to your amplifier. So that was a big problem solver for our customers. And what I'll do is really quickly, I will, let's see if this works. This should pull up the HuddleCamHD website. And if you've been to our website, under the Resources tab, this is a new feature on our live streaming software called vMix that should allow us, looks like it's screwing up a little bit. I'll let that go. Some of the new features aren't fully baked yet. It allows you to pull in a web browser. But basically, we have some really great wireless presentation solutions on our website under Resources. Compatible with Macs. Thanks, Michael. Yes, so all of these products are compatible with Macs. In fact, the HuddlePod Air did have a small issue with Macs, and what it was that completely compatible with Macs, but when you restarted your Mac, you had to unplug and replug in the HuddlePod Air receiver for it to be recognized in like Skype or GoToMeeting. We fixed that, so I feel really confident about our Mac compatibility with all of these wireless products. In fact, one thing that we could show off fairly easily is, I'll just do this little transition to our price list. And as you can see here, there's a 3X, 10X, 720, 10X, blah, blah, blah. And the HuddlePod Air is not on here, but all of these products are basically compatible with Macs. On the USB 2.0 side, it's like piece of cake, totally compatible. On the USB 3.0 side, we do actually require a quad-core processor for everything except for the HuddleCam Air. So the HuddleCam Air is actually has a technology built inside of it for audio scaling, and it works really well. Ooh. Getting some really audio. Okay, I was getting some rogue audio there that I got rid of. Hopefully that didn't bother anybody. So the HuddleCam Air is, that's completely compatible with any Mac of any processor size. But on the HuddleCam, let's say 3X wide, 10X, 20X, and 30X, we do require a quad-core processor, whether it's a Mac or a PC, to get the 1080p uncompressed video. So mostly compatible with Mac, but on the higher resolutions, you need a quad-core Mac. So a lot of those like inexpensive Mac Minis can kind of, you have to get down to 1280 by 720, which is usually fine for Skype and GoToMeeting and WebEx. But a lot of our customers like to do full 1080 uncompressed video, which is the whole point of USB 3.0, and you need a quad-core to handle that. And of course, you need a USB 3.0 port as well. And for those of you who've been tuning in, you guys all know USB 3.0 is 10 times faster than USB 2.0. So it's something that that's been really fun. So I wanted to mention everybody who came to NAB again. It was really fun to see you guys all in person. One of the things we had there was a live streaming area. So we're going to do this every year. It was really, really fun, and we're also going to have it at InfoComm. But let me just make this large so I can show off what it looked like. But basically, we had a live streaming area in the back. Live streaming has become super popular lately. So that couch there with there's 2 displays there and 2 cameras. We were live streaming to YouTube. We had a green screen, and we were just showing that technology. Facebook Live was really big. In fact, Facebook came to our booth and was asking us, about live streaming to Facebook and what we thought the future was going to be. It's going to be huge for big brands, and in a couple weeks we're going to demonstrate how brands are using live streaming to build their brand, to do marketing, to do more sales. And then on the left-hand side, we had a video conferencing space there where we were using Zoom. On the other side, we were using Blue Jeans. And then in the front, we have an auto-tracking camera system, which is pretty interesting. So we are now offering auto-tracking for lecture capture, for different scenarios where you can't have a camera operator. One other really nice little thing that we're working on right now is camera-controlled input switching. Audio-controlled input switching, so that we can now set up a live stream where, let's say you have 3 or 4 microphones. Let's see if I can pull up the slide on this. Where you've got 3 or 4 different microphones, and you want the camera to switch based on the person talking into that microphone. It's a really affordable way to set up like a automatically controlled live streaming system. So that was kind of fun. We set that up, and that is now available as well. It's not on our site yet because we're still working out the final details, but that's something that if you guys need more information on, just ask me. I'll send it over. It's basically a live streaming. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. It's called the Audio Controlled Switcher, and this is like a little picture of it here. You have like 3 or 4 different microphones out on the table, and the camera will actually, the video input will actually switch depending on the microphone that you're using. So that's all I have today, guys. If there's any questions, I'm here to answer them. Any questions on live streaming? NAB was just incredible. We got a ton of great questions. Looks like I have about 5 minutes left. So one of the things I want to show then is I want to show how I'm doing this. So this is our chat room. I'm going to kind of just make it, see if I can get it a little better. There we go. So the chat room, one of the nice things about the chat room is it's pulling in, I'm basically pulling in a live video feed from YouTube. And I'm trying to look at it. The quality doesn't look great. It's almost, you can practically hardly read it. I can see, no, you can read it. It's not that bad. But it's a new technology from vMix. Basically, you can take any web page and just pull it in as an input. So that's what I'm doing, and then I cropped it into a little space where we can kind of have it there as our live chat room. And what they say is basically in the live streaming business, you get the chat room you deserve. So if you have exciting content, fun content, you're going to get a lot of people in the chat room talking. If it's kind of boring, no one's going to be chatting. So, this is, I thought this would be kind of a fun webinar because it is on live streaming, video conferencing, and it's also kind of this new technology where we're talking about wireless. And wireless has been a really big hot topic for a lot of our customers. So it's been fun. But I'm probably going to wrap this up pretty soon. So any last questions? And Michael, thank you for being here. Any last questions on wireless video conferencing, wireless live streaming? One of the main things with the HuddleCam Air is that it is very, very low latency. You're looking at 200 milliseconds, 100 milliseconds, somewhere in that range, so not even a half a second. And that's why it's so expensive, because we did have to put in a lot of technology to get that to work. But But yeah, that's it, guys. Next webinar is at 2 o'clock for PTZ Optics. That's going to be a really fun webinar. We're talking about camera control with, let's see here, live.ptz optics. It's going to be a really fun webinar. I'll put the link there. That should be coming up soon. And that's it, really. So thank you all for watching. It's been fun. I'm not getting any more questions in the chat, really. So everybody take care, and thanks for joining, and I'll see you guys next week, hopefully.